myself for the last 10 minutes.
10 minutes or so.
Hello, my darlings. Oh, my God. I've been chatting to myself for the last 10 minutes. Oh, because it's going live. It's going ready to go live. And oh, my God. I didn't hit the go live button. Hi.
Oh.
Hang on.
It's going ready to go live.
Oh, my God. I sound like a chook in a fit. Hi, Grandma D. Hi, Linda B. I have been talking to myself for the last 10 minutes. Going through. Remember that time that I was talking to myself for almost an hour and comments are coming up? Well, she's put up the calling occupants and this, that, and the other. I wonder where she could be. And I hadn't hit the go live button. And oh, my God. Shade to that. At least I wasn't talking to myself for almost an hour this time. Oh, my goodness me. Hi, guys. Oh, my goodness. I don't even have... Well, I had a crap night's rest, but that's... Oh, my goodness. Somebody said the other day that Mercury's in retrograde. Apparently, that's supposed to turn things upside down a bit. All I can say to that is, that's the case. Yes, I made a fart noise. Hi, LF. Oh, my goodness. You're blurry, but I can make out the LF. Carter Man, say hi. Oh, my God. Talking to myself for almost 10 minutes. Okay. So, I'm going to have a look at SpaceX today. So, later today, possibly this evening, just got a few things on today, but I am going to post my new mystery.
Yeah.
I am live this time. Hubby's here. It's a good thing because we were discussing coffee preferences early. So. I'm going to do my new mystery tour video and I'm going to post it later today. If you remember, you get to see it 2 days before everybody else. So if you want to see it before everybody else, become a member and you have that chance. Otherwise, it'll be released to everybody late Saturday. I know what I'm doing and stuff, what subject I'm doing and things like that. But, you know, I think I take more time doing the graphics and all that sometimes than I do the video, but I love it. So I'm going to have a look at SpaceX. If you remember, you've seen the hot topics from last night, you'll see that one of the hot topics is Elon Musk riding for a fall. So if you want to watch that video, become a member and you can go and see it. Anyway, yeah, I know. Anyway, but I've had for months going through my head SpaceX. Big blow up, not, accident that SpaceX is going to come undone. SpaceX is going to come undone. Something. So it just keeps going through my head. And so I'm going to have a look at SpaceX today. What is its future? And also, there's also apparently been some complaints about the SpaceX rockets, the reusable rockets, and the Blue Origin rockets. They're spilling pollutants out a pint or something like that. So we'll sit on that for a while. Okay. But apparently, I think there might be a few issues that both those companies are going to have to address. But I want to look at SpaceX because I've got, for months and months and months, it's in trouble. So I want to have an objective look at that. I don't think somebody should be taken down a peg or two just because they've made a lot of money, but they should help, and a lot of people make a lot of money and help a lot of people. You just don't know about it. So, I don't assume just because you've made heaps and heaps of money that you don't help people. Not everyone's like Bill Gates who says, okay, I'm doing this with my money and I'm doing that with my money to help people, which is commendable what he does. But a lot of people do it quietly. Anyway, but I've just been getting through my head all this time that SpaceX is going to get into trouble. So I'm going to have a look at that. So, as you know, regular readers, I have a second screen here that I use with studies and stuff like that. And I have the news feed up on it. Could Hitler have faked his own death and fled to America? Nah, not even going to spend 2 cents worth on that one. Nah. Of course, Trump is up to his old tricks, telling Dr. Oz to claim victory even before the results are in. So that is. I'm going to have another look at this weekend's election down here. Hi, Apple. I said hello, Cardamancy and LF and Grammy D and Linda B. You guys want me to read on anything? Check. I was looking at first stories, the hot topics to read last night, and I came across a little thing on the country of Tajikistan, which is a tiny little country which shares borders with Russia and China, and used to belong in the, along with Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan and all those. Okay, I just saw a headline flash. New laser weapon in Ukraine. Russia is claiming that it's using a new laser weapon in the Ukraine. I do not condone war. People have questions every time one of these announcements come out. People get a bit worried and stressed. So yeah, I don't condone violence on this channel. I don't like it when people say, oh, such and such should have such and such done to him. Don't do that on my channel, okay? Like if you think I should be taken out and firing squad, don't do that on my channel. Hi, Bronx Sage. Yes, Madison Cawthorn is gone. Does anyone know when the Georgia primaries are? I've been looking to see if anything's come up on that. So I don't condone violence on my channels and the violent rhetoric. I know people want to see someone get a good kick up the butt. You can do good kick up the butt, absolutely, but none of the more violent suggestions that some people. Please don't do that on my channel, and just be careful of the language you use and the things you say about some people. Say such and such is a this or a that. Okay, just no. You know me, I like to remind people now and then that, and believe me, I do. I put people up in everyday life. you ask hubby. I'll pull you up if I think that what you're saying, your rhetoric is just a bit too out there, and he can go off his head a little bit about some things and say he wants such and such to get this, that, and that, and I'm like, whoa, no. You should wish justice. That's wish justice. Yeah. But you can't go and say such and such is a things like that. Okay. Yeah. You don't have to apologize. weapon. No, I'm just restating the rules, which I do every now and then. That I don't. So yes, I'll have a look about this new laser weapon if it's true or not. But I don't condone war. It is unfortunately, it is one of life's realities. That's the one.
Where's that person from, Bob?
Nobody. I'm
You're
not.
not feeling bad.
I'm not talking about anybody in particular.
I hope that person's not feeling bad for saying that.
No. Mm. You don't have to apologise if you haven't said it. Oh, you're late. I'm just, every few months I go through the rules for my channel, and that's don't wish real harm on people. Good swift kick up the butt. Yeah, and don't call them really nasty names, okay? And again, I don't read on cases that are in the courts at the moment, and I won't read on missing people. That's, and I won't read on anyone who's under 18 and stuff. So,
Chris.
Yeah.
Jomo had an accident.
I know. He bowled a kid over on the football field. What accident?
Oh, I won't say it.
Apart from bowling the kid over on the football field.
Yeah, I'll be in lots of trouble.
Yeah, you'll be able
to.
Yeah. Hi, crazy cat lady Farley. Hi, Renee. Yeah, just restating the rules, and I do that every few months, and But yeah, I'll have a look at that headline about a new laser weapon. How much of it is truth? How much of it isn't? But I don't condone it in any way. But sometimes people, it can be a bit anxious. It can really create panic when you hear about this, that, or the other. I'll look at the weapon, whether or not he has or hasn't used it, but read on his energy and stuff. But yeah, SpaceX. Anyone want me to read on somebody? I haven't done a Trump catch up in a while. Have a look at him with his primaries. Now I went through and just did a general thing on his primaries, how his primary candidates and how they're going and not going. I know that a couple of them have got through. Some of them have got through, but not all of them. Hi, Craig Dixon. So I think that I said that Bartlett might win, but I'm not sure how the Pennsylvania primary is. Dr. Oz is not going to win. No, not going to happen. Okay, hacktivists are spam calling Russian officials and they want your help. Hacktivism, I think that's, unless you know what you're doing, don't get involved. It's like, don't get involved. Yeah. ASX, small cap. Yeah. US Embassy in Kiev has reopened after 3 months. Woo! So do you want me to read on anyone in particular? So how is Trump reacting? Not good by the fact he's telling Oz to declare victory, even though last I looked, it was pretty obvious he wasn't going to get anywhere there. I'll look at this weekend's elections. Hubby and I, we posted our votes, and we both got an email saying, yes, your vote's here. It's been we got an email acknowledging they've got them. They're going to be counted. Trump in the Georgia elections. May 24. That is next Tuesday. The Georgia primaries are on. Oh, get your popcorn out for that. I'm really going to be interested in watching that one. See what happens with it. How about we have a look at how MTG is going to go in that. Okay. In the primaries. Most of his choices are not winning. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at that. Craig. Yep. Hi, everyone. And look, if you've had I know I just restated my rules, and if you've had a slip up in the past, you don't have to apologize or feel bad. Just, and I'm going to have a look at the conflict and see. I know I was looking at when will Putin be. Well, we'll just ask the general question: will Putin still be in power in July? And I'm asking July because I every time I've read, I've seen like June is not a good month for Putin. So I'm going to ask that question. Hi, Shelby, Lisa. Yes. So Tuesday evening, my time, Tuesday morning, your time. Be interesting to see what's going on with the other primary, especially the Georgia primary. Madison Cawthorn's learned a sharp lesson, I think. But I don't know if it's really going to change him much. And it's not because of his views and all that he was taken out like that. It's because of he's saying all those about the sex orgies and the cocaine. The guy was advocating violence and seditious behavior against the US, and GOP are going, oh yeah, he's a nice little boy. Oh, they invited me to a sex party and was sniffing cocaine. Oh, we have to get rid of him. Just like, oh my God. Yeah, let's have a look at Madison Cawthorn. Is he gone for good? I don't feel sorry for him. He's still only 26, 27. I don't think he's going to find any huge, big epiphany. But what's in his future? What is in his future? I mean, I don't think he's going to have any huge, big epiphanies. He's going to realize he's been a huge dickwad and totally. But, yeah. Look, I don't wish the guy any harm, but I am glad that he was beaten out in the primaries. Yeah. Turkey. Erdogan links Sweden and Finland's NATO bid to return of terrorists. Heaven knows how he's going to do that. Is Turkey going to block Finland and Sweden? Yes. What results? I'm thinking they could be threatened with, hi, Michelle Peterson, with embargoes and things, but I don't know. Hi, Edna May. We'll be starting readings. Yep, we might as well get started on it. If you want me to read on someone, please put it in big letters, hey? Let's open up with, I had a look at whether Elon Musk was writing for Rapport last night on the hot topics. If you want to see that, if you remember, you can go and see it. If you want to see it, become a member and you can go and see it. Yeah. And hello to all my lovely lurkers and to everyone who watches later. Just doing a little bit of housekeeping, restating some of the rules I like on my channel, like, no violent rhetoric about people and stuff. Bad people will get the justice that they deserve in one way or another. It'd be great if it was in the court of law. If it's in the court of public opinion, again, that's a good one too. Or if it's just natural justice, again, then we'll get the justice that they deserve, one way or another. But yeah, you can wish them a good swift kick up the butt. That's fine. But anything beyond that, like, yeah. And I touch on the conflict and all that, but I try not to go too deep into it because I don't condone any action like this, but people get concerned. So, and with things like Putin says he's got a new laser weapon he's been using in Ukraine. Well, is that true and stuff like that? And I'm going to have a look at whether Putin will still be in power in July and things. So, okay, let's see.
Frigging lasers, Chris.
Hey?
Frigging lasers.
Yeah, frigging. What is it? Frickin' sharks with frickin' laser beams on their heads. That is, of course, we know that's from Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. Yep, all I want was frickin' sharks with frickin' laser beams on their head. And all he could get was ill-tempered sea bass. Yeah. Very funny movie. Very funny movie. Yeah. Hi, Karen Hardinge. So is that your wish for them, that they get chased by sharks with laser beams on their head? Okay. Okay, SpaceX. What's going on with SpaceX? Is it in? Yeah. I'm talking about SpaceX, the company. Guides, highest truth of compassion. Can you please lead me to the energy of the company? I've been getting for months going through my head. SpaceX is trouble with SpaceX, and I want to just check in to see if it's not just wishful thinking. I'm not a huge fan of Elon Musk, but I don't wish him any harm. I don't wish his companies any harm. They employ a lot of people, and people need jobs and all that. But he's moving Tesla car things over to Shanghai and all that. That's probably not going to make him any popular. But I've already looked at Tesla. Well, will be vintage. New tech will be vintage 1960. Cameo, I need the desk, Baba. Oh, you poor lady.
We're not being sensitive to her needs.
No, we need to get her some pills, Bub. Have to call the vets.
Yeah, she's got allergies.
Yeah, okay. Will anything happen to Tucker Carlson? I'll have a look at that. Yeah, I'll have a look at that next. Tucker Carlson next. Okay, SpaceX. What is in the next few months for SpaceX? Strength. Okay. Well, that can be two ways. Either it's going to go from strength to strength, or if it's in the reverse, we'll have a look at the cards around it. Its strength is going to be undermined. So we'll have a look at what comes out around it. No reversals in this deck, so I'm looking at. What is challenge, potential? Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is very much a very passionate person who charges forward and is very dismissive. This is one of his bad sides, is it's very dismissive of people who don't see things his way. It's my way or the highway. And considering this has come out as a challenge for SpaceX, I'm thinking this is a challenge. This is the leadership style. You do it my way or it's the highway, buddy. Yeah, pretty kitty. She's got some owie. She's got some eczema, and we have to arrange to get some hormone tablets for her. Okay. Now, at the base of the, what's on the bottom of the deck for this? The Queen of Swords. Wow. Judgment, being called forth to answer for its actions. Now, this could be due to the story, and I haven't looked further into the story about both SpaceX and Blue Origin being criticised for leaving the gas or whatever they use in their returnable vehicles. That's quite polluting. Now, up there. So, yeah, so there could be inquiries underway. Cameo, please, darling. Come on, Mummy needs a desk. Okay, I'm just going to have to move some things here.
When she stuck its tail in the...
She's up.
Okay.
So this is quite an interesting shadow card to have. At the base of this reading for SpaceX, the company, what's at the base of this? 5 of Pentacles, out in the cold. And I'm getting not really sure how we got there. Now, the thing that I saw, this is a pip deck, so it doesn't have a lot of illustration around it with these minor arcana. But the immediate thing that flashed in my head was the Connolly 5 of Pentacles, where the girl's outside of a gate and she's got a blindfold on and a little imp is about to lift the blindfold. And it's like she's not going to have any idea how she got there. And I'm getting a little bit of this out in the cold, possibly financially or industry-wise, but not really having any idea how they got there. So there's something going on. So a couple more cards, and I'll see. It'll give us a little bit more context about this strength card, whether it's the company going from strength to strength or there being a bit of undermining of its strength. So let's have a look. And this is the past, 6 of Pentacles. Woohoo! Wheeler and dealer, making deals, evening the scales for Joe Public and all this sort of stuff. Sort of like a lot of rhetoric about balancing the scales and also validating, knowing its own worth and stuff. When it was just sending satellites up into space, I think it was fine, but knowing its own worth, I don't know whether it's overestimating its own worth, making a lot of deals. Okay. Yes, she does love me. She's been very needy. Now, this is at present for SpaceX, 7 of Swords. Okay, I'm getting more and more the undermining, which is sort of instinctually I went towards the undermining, but I'm like, no, we'll wait and see what the cards say. The undermining of it seems the 7 of Swords. Strategies not quite working out. Things being done on the sly, possibly using strategies that a bit dodgy and they shouldn't have used. And now there might be with this Queen of Swords, who, as most people would know with me, signifies a judge and being called forth to answer, could be calling forth, hey, we want some answers about this and about that. So definitely not getting away with what they thought they'd be able to get away with, and a strategy not working out as they thought it would. I think if you don't do things Elon Musk's way, it doesn't bid well for your future in the company. But there's, at present, and one of his strengths is that he's a very good strategist, but it's not working in this instance. In this instance, it's the Seven of Swords. Strategies are, there's something off, and also people are like, whoa, and I think maybe some of his strategies that he's used for years in his business are starting to come out in his personal behavior, and it's like maybe make questioning, like, I don't know if SpaceX is a public company or not, but okay, the immediate future for SpaceX, and this is what I'm looking at, SpaceX. Ace of Cups. Wow. Ace of Cups. Now the Ace of Cups, here it is here. It can be relationships and communication and relationships. So reaffirmation of relationships. It's also in the traditional Ace of Cups with the Rider-Waite. It's, and a lot of other aces. It's sitting on a still lake. Still waters run deep. I am getting communications and commitments is what's coming. It's what I'm feeling here. It's really interesting. Okay. What is the attitude, the company attitude as a whole? Because I am talking about the company, not just one man. So the attitude of the company. 8 of Cups. Wow. This is an interesting thing. Now, there's two ways to look at the 8 of Cups. It's either moving on to greater heights or abandonment. And the first word that went through my mind was abandonment. So I might have a look at that later. Turning back and walking away from something and maybe heading, but is it working towards greater heights or abandonment? Like, this is the attitude of the company. So this could be people working within the company as well. Some just might be ready to give up and walk away. So I'll have a closer look at that. What does SpaceX as a company need to know? 4 of Pentacles, not as secure as it should be. The 4 of Pentacles is about, they need to really hold tight onto the resources they have, because they're in danger. They're in danger of losing some. And yeah. So financial security is not as great as it could be with that company. The hopes and fears. 8 of Wands. Well, communications, swift communications, a lot of things happening, coming at them at once is the fear. And the hope is that they don't have to deal with a lot of things at once. So there's a lot of turmoil within this company. A lot of turmoil within this company. And I think the hope is that it won't affect the company, and the fear is that it will. What is the outcome for SpaceX? Five of Cups, loss and regret. Wow. This is just my interpretation of the cards that I've been given. I'm going to do a couple of clarifications. I am not going to tell people what to do and not do with their money. So do not take this as, I don't know whether SpaceX is publicly listed or not, but I've been seeing it for ages. There's no big cower moment, Jude. Just a gradual, after the strength, which was the only major arcana, it's just been all only one court card, and one ace, so it's just all been like minor things and gradual things that have been building up. What is about the Eight of Cups? Or what is this? Is this employee attitudes? Is this moving towards different things, or employees like just saying they've had enough? Okay, so we'll go, is this employee saying they've had enough? The Lovers, yeah, lots of talk. Their commitment to the company, they're not sure about their commitment and the company's commitment to them. Look at this, isn't this sweet? Seahorses. So that's a big thing. That's a major arcana. Okay. What is with the Ace of Cups? What message about the near future? What is this about with the Ace of Cups? Is this about commitment? 10 of Cups. Great big happy family, but an illusion spilling over. The cups are spilling over. It's like, I think things might start. I think stories going to start coming out about SpaceX, or rumors. Page of Swords. Yeah, leaks. Inside stories and things like that coming out. Nobody wants to see a company that employs so many people go bust. Nobody wants to see that. I don't know if it will or not, but it definitely got a bit of a shaky future in the next few months. You know, people need to feed their families, and to do that, they need to work. It's very fortunate. There's not very many out of society as a whole, out of the world population. It's only a very small percentage that can afford to do all that without having to go and work for others. And you hope that the best for the people who are employed in companies. Okay, somebody wanted me to look at Tucker Carlson. Now, here's the thing. I think there was some hope being held out for that when Lachlan Murdoch takes over Fox, things might get better. I'm not so sure about that, because Tucker has Lachlan Murdoch in his little Tucker bag. Say that. Tucker Carlson. Let's have a look. Hi, Pamela Roma, Deborah Costro. Hi, Aria Song. Now, I just had a look at that big red, that big cross was on SpaceX, because I've been getting for months and months and months that there's trouble coming for the company. And I know we all indulge in a little what they call the Australian Frauder, or something like that. A little bit of delight or surprise pleasure at the downfall of somebody else or something like that. But I don't think it's that delightful for people who work there and lose their jobs and all that. What's in the cards, so to speak, for Tucker Carlson? Sweetheart.
Oh,
Sweetie, could you get her one of her little perfect portion things and put it in her bowl? Might make her feel a bit better.
Might get a tail out of one of these things.
The whitefish one, is it? Is it a whitefish and something?
White tuna and whitefish.
Yeah, she likes whitefish.
Come on, baby. Come here. Oh, yeah. There she goes.
Hi, Patricia Francino.
Kitty crack, isn't it?
Tucker Carlson. Let's just have a look at the next couple of months for him. Oh, okay. What did I say about what is that? Schadenfreude. Ooh, Tucker Carlson. Ooh, got the tower now. Let's explore this a bit more. So I think he's been dodging bullets for months. Apparently, legislators are begging with Rupert Murdoch, Schumer and Pelosi and everything, meeting with Murdoch, trying to get him to get this guy to pull his head in. Of course, they can't tell Murdoch who they can and can't, Fox who they can and can't employ and all that. But, Hi, Greta TK. How are you, my dear? How are you, Teresa? How's hubby? Hope he's getting on well. So Tucker Carlson's got a tower. And it can be, it could be job related, it could be personal related. He's got a tower, and one of the things with towers is that when these collapses happen with a person, penetrating insights is one of the things that you can look at. But I think whether he finally gets the message that things have been he's pushed things too far, I don't know. I don't think he's all that cognitive to the hints around him, or maybe he is and he doesn't care. But he's definitely got a tower coming. Is this because of his pushment of his encouragement and promotion of certain theories? No. Four of Cups, dissatisfaction. He's not going to be happy. People are very dissatisfied. Oh, okay, thanks, baby. I was wondering what to do with them. As long as my green flowery mug is accessible and the Miss Maud one, that's a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, sweetie.
We just don't use.
Yeah. Thanks, sweetie, for doing that. James is sorting out the cups. Isn't he sweet? You going to say hello to everyone?
Hey, everyone. Hope you're doing well wherever you are.
So, dissatisfaction. Possibly an offer he doesn't want. Oh, and if you want a reading, you can email me. Here's my email address going across the bottom. Of course, people are saying hello. 7 of Wands, standing in defense. Okay. I got advertisers going through my head. Advertisers. People want to reach as big an audience as they can, but there's only one thing that really works with the Murdochs, and that is money. Legislators can talk to him and beg with them all they want, but it's businesses. So we're not going to advertise. We're not going to, no, we're not just going to pull our business from his show. We're going to pull our business from all of your shows. None of the opinion host, Stand in defense. Shift in his place in the world. That's the second major arcana. So first was the Tower. Now is a shift in his place in the world. Changes. Big changes for him. What's on top of the Four of Cups? The Hanged Man. Okay. To save advertising income, Fox just might be willing to sacrifice good old Tucker. Because yes, ratings are great, but if lots of people are watching and the advertisers still won't go, they don't care. There's other ways to reach people. They might just either suspend him or sacrifice him. What's on top of the Seven of Wands? With him standing in the High Priestess. So he's got, this is the fourth major arcana. The High Priestess, this is, in this case, the High Priestess is about depth of knowledge and wisdom and a very good strategist. But Tucker Carlson got caught up in his own, started believing his own publicity, that he can say what he wants without consequence. And he's gone from, I was really surprised to hear Ari Melba, who does The Beat on MSNBC. He was saying he'd known Tucker for a long time, and he wasn't always like this. In fact, the slot that Tucker hosts, that Ari Melba hosts for The Beat, Tucker used to have a show in that spot with MSNBC. And so you could see the disbelief that he's come, that somebody he knows has come, and shallowness and conceitedness are two of the opposite sides of the High Priestess. And being so shallow and conceited and belief in your own omniscience, that I'm irreplaceable and nobody can touch me. Big on that. And I think that might be coming towards Tucker. A big wake-up call on that, which is also the Tower, a big wake-up call. One more line on Tucker. What's on top of the Tower and the High Priestess? Oh, Ten of Swords, an ending. So we've got, of course, the world is about a change, an ending of one thing, start of another, a shift in your place in the world. And it's definitely got the Ten of Swords, which is an ending. What's on top of the Hangman? The Five of Wands. Stoking a never-ending battle. Stoking the fires. And what's on top of the High Priestess? The Sun. Exposure. Moving on. I'm surprised to see the Sun there. I'll get some clarification on that. I think that might be, even though he's done all this and he's going to pay some consequences, they're not going to be able to. Hi, Chat Wadsworth, how are you? They're not going to be able to make him pay legal consequences or anything like that. They're all going to be in terms of career and personal, but legally, I think he's. But then, of course, even having that happen, there could be. There's clouds around the Sun, and he feels like he's like a, you know how they say cockroaches can survive nuclear explosions. He can survive. What's on the bottom of this? But a chariot, momentum, movement. I think this might be because, honestly, I do think the investigators are looking for any link they can find behind what that young guy wrote in his manifesto, put any direct link to it. And they haven't been able to find any direct link to him and Tucker Carlson's rhetoric. So I think he'll come out of that. But lots of major changes happening and lessons that he probably won't learn. The chariot there, momentum. He's losing control of that momentum too. So he's going to learn some lessons from that. Good old Hanson Roberts. Okay. What's with the Sun? Is this him surviving and moving on, or is this him going through a dark period in his should this be reversed as the High Priestess is Three of Pentacles, work group, questioning his work. Look at this on the bottom of this clarified deck, consequences. So Three of Pentacles, questioning his work. You know how in the traditional thing, in the Rider Waite with the Three of Pentacles, he's working away there and he's got two people there with the plans checking on him. Is he heading towards a dark patch in his career? Five of Rods. Yeah, stoking the conflict. He's going to find it hard. It's going to be like a never-ending battle for a while. I do get he's going to end up at one of the news net or whatever they call it. Hi, Shelby Lisa. You never have to apologize, sweetie. I hope that hubby and thing are both okay. I'm reading about Tucker Carlson, and he's got some big impact things happening, and not all of them for the best for him. He does have a Sun there, but I'm looking at. It's more like the Sun peeking through the clouds. Like this cloud should be in front of the Sun. he'll be okay. He'll ride this through, but it's going to be hard for a while, and people are going to be questioning his motives and integrity for a while, but he'll end up being okay. But there could be some big changes coming towards him with regard to Fox, with his status. You know, the pleas of people saying, please, please, please get this poison off the air. It's not going to, not going to have any effect on the Murdochs. But companies saying, sorry, we can't advertise on your station as long as this person's here, or this, that, the other, of losing advertising dollars. Yeah. But yeah, he's got some big shake-ups coming. This was the first card, a tower. So, okay. We'll have a quick look at this story about Putin saying he's been using a laser weapon in Ukraine. There is no condoning of actions like this. Just have a look. Is it true what's come out? Heartbreak, betrayal, possibly lies. Can you trust anything that comes out? Temperance. I think he's hoping it's going to scare people into backing down a bit and even things up a bit more. If that's what he's hoping, he's hoping it's going to have a bigger impact than it is. He's saying this laser weapons and all that. I don't know if they exist or not. I think they probably do, but Queen of Swords. Okay. I've got the Queen of Swords here. Stepping forth and answering for your actions. I think there's some validity on this. I think people are going to want clarity. How much, if it does a lot of damage or not, is a different thing. But I think it's a very scary word to use, laser. And strength. Temperance. He's hoping it will be. Yeah, I think he's hoping it will give him an appearance of strength. So I do think he has something. As to how effective or not it is, I think it might be more sound and fury than actually damaging. But what it is, I don't know. I didn't read further on in the story. So is it true? Yeah, there's definitely something that's been developed, but try not. Yeah, a lot of people try not to watch Piers Morgan, but as with someone like Tucker, people love that sort of crap that they propel. The Hierophant, there's definitely whether it's Three of Cups. Okay, there is some evidence around to support what he's saying, but I think it's also not as damaging as he would like people to think. But there's also, I don't know much about the conventions with this sort of weapon. So, but I do think he wants people, he's using it to make himself appear stronger, or Russia appear stronger than they are. And the Hierophant processes, I think it still might be experimental, which is what I'm getting with the Hierophant processes, institutions. Step by step. to achieving a goal. I don't know why I'm getting that out of, unless you look at labs and all that. So yeah. But I think he's using it more as a scare tactic than an actual. I think if Tucker was going to go and work somewhere else, probably be Hungary. He's quite chummy with Orban, remember? Okay, let's. Now, what was I going to look at next? I'll very quickly do. Will Putin still be in power in July? Let's have a quick three-carder on that, because I want to move on and do a couple more things before we wrap up. So a quick three-carder on that. The sun. That's a big yes. That's a big happy card. But that he's still going to be in power. So 10 of Pentacles, but it could be, yes, he'll still be there, but it's got the 10 of Pentacles, which is right at the end. It can't go any further. His legacy and all that. So maybe about to change. The end of a cycle with that. And then free of Rod's consequences, due to consequences. So he might still be there, but and he might be thinking, yeah, I'm happy. But, yeah. I still feel that June is not going to be a good month for him, and we'll have a look at that closer to the end of the month. Okay, so we'll move on. What naked man? Okay, how is Trump feeling about his choices? I mean, he's had some wins, but most of them have not. How? Oh my God, Chad, come on! I don't need to see. TMI, chat. TMI. Who would want to do that to their boys? Oh my God! Do they not know how dangerous that could be? But then maybe if you want to go and get that done, you shouldn't be having kids in the first place. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. For people who watch later, Chat was talking about a piece that Tucker Carlson did on his show about men getting their boys tanned, to put it politely. And apparently he did the interview with the guy getting it done, and he was the guy. He was stark as naked. So I'm like, yeah. People who watch, they can bring up the chat and all that, but you know. Anyway, how is Trump feeling about most of his choices losing so far? They've not been doing well in the primaries. Six of Pentacles. They failed the deal. I made a deal with them, so I back them and they win. If you don't, you know. So the quid pro quo deal, very much. Would you get your boys tanned artificially?
What?
Just asking hubby.
Oh.
I can't.
Oh my goodness. What are you guys talking about?
Tucker Carlson in the US did a story with one guy, and the guy was absolutely stark, and it was about this, I don't know, trend or whatever, of getting your boys tanned.
No.
Tucker tan Carlson. That's what I'm wondering. Did he have a fake tan? Or did he just lie in tanning beds when he's running? I think the only reason James, he just bolted out of the room, and I think the only reason he didn't go screaming was because he didn't want to make too much noise. Oh, Craig, I don't need to know. I do not need to know. I don't need to know. How, okay, back to Trump. How's Trump feeling? They failed. He made a deal with them, and they have to win. Hi, Celtics here. You know, they didn't live up to, yeah, but babe.
You know, I'm seeing another doctor today.
Babe, it's still live.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing another doctor today. I just trimmed my eyebrows, which are a bit like John Howard's.
Yeah.
It's the one yesterday. All he could do was look at my eyebrows. Weird.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Well, it's right out there with. Really? Was this on a talk show? No.
A box. What's you?
A talk show. No, she lost it. Totally lost it. I'm leaving the room.
I am not going to share the picture that popped into my mind then because you don't want to know.
On track.
Be able to sleep for nights on end. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah. No. I haven't described the picture that this conversation just put into my head, and I'm not going to.
No.
I'm not going to. I'll tell you about it later.
That sort of stuff might be all right for the Carlson show in America, but or just the Carlson show. I think he's international, isn't he?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he is. But
King of Wands. I'm the king. He's really, really angry at them. I'm the king. You should have said it. You know, it's your fault you didn't win. It's got nothing to do with me. You should have won because I said I endorsed you and all that. And you didn't live up to your part of the deal. This is Trump. Okay.
Back on track, Freddie.
Ace of Swords. No, it's not the truth. It's like you won. Just keep telling them you won, which is what he's saying with Dr. Oz, to say declare victory, no matter what the truth is. You know, this is your truth. You won. Don't accept that you didn't. He's not taking it well. It's all their fault, but of course. Seven of Swords. Yeah. This people are sick of the hearing. You know, just tell them that they stole the primaries and that it's all wrong and that you didn't lose. It was all repeat the lie that I did. That's what he's telling them. Gaslight and blah, 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 until they accept your version of the truth and my version of the truth. He's not taking it well. Four of Cups. He's highly dissatisfied. Yeah, you think? This is Trump. Of course he's highly dissatisfied. Things didn't go his way. Hi, Tammy, eh? I've just got to do... Just give me 30 seconds here.
Breathe.
This is the picture that went into my head.
No. What? No sharing.
Oh, I'm not going to share it out online. I'm doing it for you so you can see why I lost it.
Oh gosh, Chris. You have the camera on you. Yeah. Focus, Chris. Focus. No. Focus. Focus. Come on. I wrecked the show. I'm feeling like I'm wrecking it.
No, you didn't. Look, the biggest motto of my show is embrace chaos.
I'm out of here.
He's out of there. And no, I'm not going to share the picture, okay?
Oh, no. Inappropriate. Mr. Carlson sort of talk.
No.
He's like a huge game, like a host on a show in America, isn't he?
Yeah, on
Millions
Fox
of
News.
people watching him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the guy who's been promoting the Great Replacement Theory.
The what?
Great Replacement Theory.
What's that?
That the government's going to bring in immigrants and all that to replace white Americans.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realise he was doing that.
Yeah. And that the legacy, he calls them legacy Americans, which are people who came over and started the country, who really practiced their own theories, their own version of Great Replacement when they replaced all the Indigenous Americans. So, yeah, a bit ironic, isn't it? Anyway, I won't get too much into that. That's like, hi, Scott Scorpio Moon Tarot. Hi, Moonchild. You've just missed out on the nether regions are hilarity, and we are not going back because I want to.
Keep it to the Mr. Carlson show.
It came out of the Mr. Carlson show. Let's see.
Oh,
Okay.
Lift the
Okay.
okay, come on. What are they saying?
Hey, I didn't take it down into the gutter.
Raise the tempo.
I didn't take it down into the nether regions. Okay. Who's got? Okay, I've got about another 10-15 minutes left. So I think we might leave Marjorie Taylor Greene and Madison Cawthorn till Sunday. Turkey going to block Finland and Sweden from joining NATO. They're bringing up something about encouraging terrorist groups or something like that. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the story. Don't worry. The tower. Yeah, they could. Yep. Definitely. Don't be surprised to hear that they've done that. Will there be any consequences as a result of that? Will there be any sanctions or anything against Hank to try and get them to change their mind? King of Swords, there's definitely going to be some Well, maybe. The sword court cards are maybes. They're not definite yes or no's. So the King of Swords, maybe, and the Princess of Pentacles, being given opportunities to look and rethink. Will they eventually withdraw their veto? The world, yes, there will be a change eventually, but it's going to take a while, a bit of work. Okay. Yes, he is. Yep. It's going to be negotiation. Talk and negotiate. He definitely wants something for himself. You're right there. Erdogan wants something. Celtic Seer says Erdogan wants something to himself, and yes, he does. Is that true? Yeah, Six of Swords. Yeah. They will get through. It will happen, but he does want something for himself. So, yeah. Yeah, you've been working on the primaries, haven't you, Edna May? Well done. Hi, new grandma. You know, it can be, in the US, it can be such a dangerous thing to be election volunteers or workers, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like that. But, yeah. Just, oopsie daisy. Put my mouse pad back and all that. Cameo was being very needy. Okay. Yeah, it is an oxymoron, isn't it? But then it's been happening over and over again. But it's, you know, I suppose, yeah. But it's whether or not it's happened in the past or not, and unfortunately, that's what colonization is about. Unfortunately, part of what it's about. It should not be a practice that should be condoned or encouraged in modern times. It shouldn't have been condoned and encouraged back then, but of course it was, because that's how empires were built. Mm. There was a judge that was a Republican that got on my last nerve several times. You're going to report him to the clerk's office. He bullied the other Democrat and complained about Trump not getting elected. Yeah, good on you, Edna May. Do that. That should be written down and on his record, so that if he ever hears a case about this, then he's going to have to be recused, which he wouldn't do it on his own. Okay, how about I get out the cards and we see about if Spirit has any messages for us. Okay. Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. how about, let's have a look. For the last few minutes. Was she in the background there? How about for the last few minutes? Yeah. Now, I don't do this often, but how about I'll do an oracle card. First in, first served. So, and I'll draw an oracle card for people. So, who wants an oracle card? I'll highlight your name up on the thing. Who wants me to read an oracle card for them? Would like me to read a card for them? Okay, Michelle Peterson's first, so we'll do that. And I'll go until the next 10 minutes. So you're just going to get one card each, guys. So, and I'm using the animal tarot cards. Okay. And it's in order. Okay, so Michelle Peterson, what card do we have for you? The Five of Summer, the Dragonfly. This is the Five of Cups. Focus on the fact that God loves you and always has the highest intentions for you. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's difficulties so that you can move onward and upward. So if you've had a bit of a loss recently or you're regretting some actions, be positive and all that. Losses are hard to get over. Being positive is not about getting over a loss. It's about approaching it in a manner that is good for you, in ways that bring positives in your life. If you're remembering someone, remember positive, happy things about them. Or if you've got some regrets, talk about them and think what I can learn from the actions that I regret. Okay, Michelle Peterson. So that's yours, the Five of Summer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put each card aside so it can't be drawn again. So there's no chance of, which I know is a little bit, or will I? What will I do? No, I won't. I'll put it back in. Okay. Next up is Chat Wadsworth. Mr. Channing guy. Card for you, my dear. The Seven of Winter, which is the Seven of Swords. The magpie. Now how the magpie comes in and grabs things and gets their resources together. Caution will help you avoid the loss of valuables. So this can be a warning card as well. Watch out what's happening, okay? I've got to put my chin up over that. Hang on. Including non-material resources such as time or peace of mind. Be aware of the results of your actions as well as what others might be doing behind your back. So just make sure everything's where it should be. Things are running how they should be. If you think that somebody's doing something behind your back and all that, investigate it, have a look. But, just be aware. ask a few questions and all that. Okay. So that's you for chat, the seven of winter, which is the seven of swords. Pamela Roma. Let's have a look. The 10 of winter, the 10 of swords, Siberian husky dog. Look at this, isn't it gorgeous? Okay. The end of a career path, project, or relationship brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, as it would. It also brings a mix of relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a higher future awaits. Yeah, it's just the end of something. And traditionally you see all those swords, those are your fears. Put them aside because there's a new beginning ahead. You're at the end of one cycle. And those swords that appear in the traditional cards, they're your fears about the future. Just put them aside and just have a little bit of trust and faith that, whatever comes next is going to work out for you. Hi, Scott. Oh, how are you? Hello, I see your picture there. I will try and check out your channel, my dear. Let's have a look and see what these cards have. You've got the sun. You have the sun, my darling. Okay. Cute little bird. The bluebird, this bird is. Your plans will work out well, bringing you happiness, prosperity, and success. You'll garner the recognition for your accomplishments that you so richly deserve. So I think that you've been really, really working hard at having things done. I'm going to just put this pillow under my butt so my chin, the bottom part of my face doesn't disappear. Oh, that's better, guys. And so whatever you've been working for, you've been putting a lot of hard work into it, and you are going to see the results, my darling. Keep going and keep that belief in yourself. Kathy W., hello. If you haven't said yes now, then I won't be able to. Okay, so if you haven't said you want one by now, then it's hi, Eleanor. Hi, my dear. Then I won't be able to do more. So, Kathy W., okay. You love that. Okay. 2 of winter, Kathy. So the dachshund dog. Look at that. Aren't they cute? Procrastination and worrying what others will think is blocking you from making a decision. We've all been there. If you're torn between your own desires and someone else's, follow your inner guidance. Sometimes, yes, you want to have you want to get what you want from a situation, but you know that that's not necessarily the right thing inside, and that it's the other person's wishes and all that need to take priority. So procrastination, you've got you're making a big decision in life and you're not sure which way you want to go, and follow what your heart or your gut tells you is the right thing, okay, and you won't go wrong. The thing you want is not necessarily the thing you want to do, and the action you want to do or take is not necessarily the one you need to do or take. So, Patricia Francino, hello, my dear. Let's have a look. I love these cards. I love doing this with these cards. In fact, I might do a bit more in the future. Not every week or anything, but every time. Lovely smile, Patricia. What do we have for you? You've got the sun as well, my darling, and I did do a big shuffle here. So with the bluebird, so as with Scott, you've been working really, really hard to get something done, and you've been putting in a lot of effort, and the payoff will happen. Okay, the payoff will happen. You will be, So, yep. Hi, Deborah Costro. Oh, lovely picture. It's a lovely little bubba. Gorgeous smile you have. It's lovely to see. Deborah's been with me almost from the start, haven't you? And it's the first time I've seen a picture of you, and it's lovely to see. Let's see what card you get. Ego. Oh, Deborah. Ego 15, the devil. The Siamese cat. Look at that. You cheeky thing, you. What have you been up to? Okay. You may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and break free of negative thinking. We all get into that. If we had more of this, or if we had more of that, or one sphere of thinking I think does not help is this can't happen. B can't happen until A happens. Like I can't think about working on this problem with spreadsheets or something until somebody else does this job. That's not necessarily the case. In some cases, it is true. But in a lot of cases, you don't have to wait for something to happen before you move forward with plans for the other. In fact, sometimes saying that is an excuse not to do that. So, yeah, until Trump's gone, nothing's ever going to improve. That's not true. You can't wait for one person to be gone first. So that sort of thinking, okay? I'm not saying that that's what you are, but that sort of thinking can get you into a cycle. And it's like you don't necessarily have to wait for outcome A to happen before you can start working towards outcome B. And it can be really, really easy to get trapped in that cycle. So, yeah, you don't have to focus. Don't spend your energy focusing on waiting for something to happen. That might not ever happen. Spend it on focusing and saying, right, if this doesn't happen, well, I've still got to work towards this. So get that negative energy out of there. Okay. Michelle Peterson. Yeah, Deborah, we got you. I got you there. We just got a card for you. Michelle Peterson. Let's have a look. If you haven't asked for a card by now, it's a cut off. Okay, so yeah, 7 of Spring. That is the 7 of Wands. The gecko. Creativity, new growth. Because you know the gecko, when he loses his tail, he grows a new one. Be assertive, believe in yourself, and don't let anyone take away your personal power. Trust that your inner guidance is true and follow it completely. Follow your instincts. Follow what you know is right. Okay? There's something that I think you know is right and you want to stand up for, and you're not sure you have the strength to do it. Okay? You have so much more strength than you think, Michelle. Hi, Celtic Seer. Balance. Balance. 14. Balance, which is temperance. The temperance card, zebra. There he is. Celtic seer. By merging varying points of view, you can generate an extraordinary new idea, compromise with others, and collaborate to discover a better solution. Okay? You don't have to handle it all at once. Maintaining a sense of balance is knowing when you need to handle it all on your own, or when it's okay to have others come in and help you. It's not just about doing it all on your own. It's getting things in a situation where you can handle it, and where things can you will find the solution. You don't have to always do it on your own. So collaborating with others and getting a few more points of view, to maybe you feel like you're missing something, and so asking somebody else what they see in the situation never hurts if you feel like you're missing something. Moonchild. That was bad shuffling. How are you, Moonchild? The Nine of Summer, the Nine of Cups, the Pomeranian dog. Oh, what a little lovey. What a little lovey. Now's the time when your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude for all that you have and all that's still yet to come. Okay? So, some people think that everything they have is their due. And they don't mind stepping on whoever to get to where they are. But it's to make their dreams come true. But that's not you. That is, it doesn't have to be a huge dream. It could even be a small dream. But having small dreams come true can be just as big as having big dreams come true. Just as wonderful. And often more meaningful. So whatever, something that you've been hoping to happen will happen, and it's just, when they say don't worry about how this happened, this is like, oh, did somebody go without, so this could happen to me? No, you don't need to think about that. That's not the case. Okay? Just, a little win. A win is a win, even if it's small. And I'm grateful for every little win I have and every big win I have. So, yeah. You're going to get something you've been wanting for a while, I think. Let's hope that's true. Okay, Edna May. Hey. I love the picky. I love the picky. Edna May. Unity, 5. The polar bear. That's the Lover's card. Is it the Lover's card? No. Or is it the Hierophant? It's the Hierophant, isn't it? Unity, the polar bear. That's a gorgeous card. Look at that. Yes, it's the Hierophant. Yeah. Embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. Okay? You may feel called to act as a mentor, find a new teacher, or spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. You're a wonderful person, Edna May. The fact that you've given time to work as an election volunteer, an election worker, to help others, um, exercise their rights is great. And you've it's giving you strength, and you believe so much in the processes, and that's one of the reasons you do this. You believe in the strength of the processes and this and voting and all that, and talk to others about why you do it, and what it's like and all that. So people ask you questions about, oh, why do you do it? What's it like and all that? Sit down and talk to them about it. And you will encourage others to do the same. You are a teacher, my darling. Very much. Shelby Lisa! Every message is a teaching moment. Absolutely so true. The High Priestess. Wow. Considering what you put there, every message is a teaching moment. So deep, my dear. The High Priestess, the owl. This is the time to pause and reflect. Not to take action, but trust in your spiritual gifts, as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition. Okay, it's time to sit back, reflect, review. Let things churn in your brain and reflect, and think about what you've learned and what they tell you about the world around you. Tammy A, let's see. Tammy, did I do you before? No. Okay. So Tammy A, hang on. Hi, Eleanor. Tammy A. Mm-hmm. And Tammy's going to be the last one today, okay? Because it's almost 12 here. And so Tammy's going to be the last one today. So if you missed out today, I will do this again probably in a couple of weeks. And I'm thinking about moving my Thursdays back early to the earlier time, and we'll see. There could be some changes over the next couple of months. Okay. Tammy A, lovely photo of you, Tammy, on the beach. The 9 of spring, the 9 of wands, and the gazelle. A gazelle leaping through the grass. You've worked hard, and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Annoying challenges may pop up, but don't worry, you'll get through them, just as you have in the past. I think you're very, very sharp. You're always, you keep a roving eye for things that might pop up, and you're very quick to jump on them. The gazelles are very quick to sense like they're very quick to sense danger and leap out of the way. So in what you do, whether it's your business, your home life, you're very, very quick to pick up if things aren't quite right. you're eternally vigilant without being aware of it. Okay, so take a deep breath sometimes, my dear. And, but then you're very quick to act. And just remember, if you're worrying about, oh, can I continue to do this, or how many challenges are going to keep coming up, because you are so good, you will get through them. Yeah, no, can I keep doing it? Can I take on the next challenge or the next? You are so strong, my darling, and you can. So trust in yourself. Okay, that's the last for today. Last card I'm going to read for today. And so I'm going to leave it at that now. Hi, Tracy Ralph. If you didn't get one today, I will do this again in a few weeks, probably during June. I might do it once a month. And so you can try again then when I do this again. I'll be using these cards, which are good. And anyway, I love you all and so much appreciate the support you give me time after time after time. If you do want a reading, you can email me, okay? And yeah, and I will do a reading. I charge $30 US. It's a standard charge for whatever type of reading you want. And if you're in a different country, it's the currency equivalent to 30 US. So anyway, love you all. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, stay happy, and stay loving. I will be back on Sunday for my 3-hour show. And and keep an eye out. If you remember, later tonight there'll be a new mystery tour video. Love you all. Bye-bye.